damage has been taken. 3 players tagged up here on the side of Liquid.
Spike plant.
Something needing a bit. Already in position here. Trying to go for the retake on Paper Rex, but they're already losing out on 2 players. Divide will peel one back as Kiko will be taken out of the fray here. Moving on to the corner though. It's going to be Divide having to do it all. Can't get it done. 3 players surf back away, give up a bit of space, and then try to escort the rest of the team forward as the flashes try to fly. Not getting the full blind, but the paranoia will certainly do the job. Slows up the approach here. The shots start connecting. 2 more kills going to be found for the side of Paper Rex, and Kiko down to 6 HP. But Paper Rex now in a fantastic position to convert this.
Great adjustment from Paper Rex, and a good opener kill, able to find that by Patman's way. That really opens things up. I mean, Kiko.
One enemy remaining.
Yep.
Lucky shall strike them down. MasterCard cryptic confirmed. Paper just awarded 3 more rounds of lifetime to Alex's desk, and there's another solid opening kill. Something on the peek out in the main gets rid of Nats, and Nats on the floor. For Paper X players, it's going to feel like the rest of this round should be a bit more breezy.
Poison's off.
This is... Ooh. That's what you need from something. You need that operator to come alive.
Mr. Worldwide just shifting around from A to B. Those first 2 kills, Kiko will be able to answer one back.
Down mid.
Look to make a run of this, try to make it as costly as possible. Slim up the bankroll here from Paper Rex, but where does he decide to go is the question. Operator's going to be sliding back in towards Garage here. Something on the angle. Ready to bring this one to a swift conclusion, and he shall. 3K.
The dimensional drift, Kamo out there. He's not going to see too much. Wide open A site.
Bottom to 1, maybe a glimpse there onto Divide. He's going to try to push the pace here. Get in on top of this Yoru, who takes him low but cannot take him down. Camo surviving 33 HP, but Patman closely encroaching here. Nats around the corner. Dealt with there, Pat attack. They fall, the Nightfall's going to be committed. Kiko able to avoid that, so they might not be too certain, but there you go. That's all the confirmation you need. A gun barrel going to be spotted. Showstopper not able to find it. The defuse being held. Kiko obviously don't have to be concerned about a showstopper, and something peeks in. Cyril's holding the angle, but something finds the headshot.
Saw the shoulder.
Get out, and with that elimination, they say, okay, just try to send it across. Do they back off of this now? Looks like the answer is going to be no. Still committing to this rotation towards the A site as Jing going to get timing by Nats.
30 seconds
Brings
left.
it now into a 3v3. Dimensional drift available for something. They try to go for the retake, but Forsaken filling the site. Gets that full blind onto Kiko. Nats now dealt with. And Patatek, all likelihood, should just go for the save. The smoke dissipating, time not going to be on his side. Gets the spot onto something. Forsaken will be there for the cleanup. He crashed and set, cleared, flash. It does go through, so he's going to be in the back there. A bit delayed from the nade. Get the spot out here onto Kiko. They want to try to flush him out. As Jing does manage to spray down too.
Down B.
Weapon going to be upgraded. Showstopper online for Kiko. And suddenly this round, it might have just turned on its head. If he can isolate one, the Showstopper could all but guarantee the kill on the other.
He's trying to figure out where that operator was. Was worried it might be up in B heaven.
You get there the old-fashioned way, but yeah, dimensional drift might be a decent way to try to get the spot out and avoid at least one getting taken down to the Showstopper.
Trying to make noise, trying to bait out that Showstopper with patience being shown.
Hasn't swapped weapons. Likely just have to rely on the sidearm here. Gets the spot out, Showstopper immediately going to be set. They can try to wait this out. Does buy a decent amount of time. As something out of the dimensional drift taken down. Kiko holding on the angle. Divide needing to get the clear, and he cannot. Ultimate bait for now. Another one going to be sent though, and Divide perfect position to find the punish for Kiko again. Absolutely destructive. 2 quick kills. Something's positioned now known. Kiko gets the drag across. Another 3K for him. Player advantage in the hands of Team Liquid. Spike forward, opposite side of the pillar. Forsaken just cycling these smokes as Jing gets himself up into heaven, catches a glimpse of one. Cannot find the kill, nor a lick of damage.
Drop.
On the repeat though, Serial taken down out of backside. Forsaken avoiding the haunt. Here's the tap, swings in on a perfect timing. It all comes down to Nets, but Jing is there. Pushing forward, trying to get the scout out. Runs a spot, onto something, tries to go for the exit, but he is just not out at all. Why they're in the hall, Jing, he's out looking Nats. Nightfall now, avoided by 1, a catch on to 2. They have to backpedal and give it the off investment. They might just look the same. Able to find one. Jing going to be taken down here in mid, but the rest of the team refills the space. The spike now stranded.
Mid.
Backing away now, saying, okay, you guys can grab that spike. We've got numbers. Let's make sure we're playing for trades. Maybe Paper X guesses wrong a bit on which site, but they're just going to sit and spawn and look for that lurk. They're one player unaccounted for, maybe in their minds as well. I feel like they got to make sure that they know where it's at, but as we can see, this may actually just be a save.
Toxins going up.
Cyril at the moment, his work absolutely cut out for him.
I think this Nightfall's gonna whiff.
30 seconds left.
It's gonna whiff.
Hit anybody.
That's gonna encourage them to now push forward. The drop down, swing out from Jing, off the back of the paranoia
Spike
sent from
down,
Forsaken, who still holds down Garage. That's able to fight back for one, but Jing gets himself a third and something cleans up the rest.
Too quick. He might be able to get a plant down and make it a 4v4.
He's keeping it quiet. He finds himself another headshot. Forsaken down to 20. Swing over the corner, and Patatek walling them here. This team will go once again with a Spectre. Looking here in the mid, gets the transfer. Something again, Forsaken both get taken down very swiftly. They're the haunt, Jing out wide. That's with a 3K, looking for 4. Defi will be able to shut him down a bit.
Concealment.
Pulling off a Thrifty from here, looking at nigh impossible. That being said, Petman does continue to make this worse and worse overall for Liquid. Kika will find the final 2 shots. Will take some counter spray from Forsaken. Will be able to flush the enemy fade out of the smoke. Team Liquid now needing to rotate the full forces across. Concern about a potential late flank here, but soon find out that everyone from PRX situated over towards the side itself. Patman with a nice headshot, able to find Camo. That's going to be cleaned up. There's 2 players remaining here. Spot onto Kiko comes through. Patman finds himself another. Zero with a recovered Vandal from his fallen teammate. Will only be able to do.
Face your fear.
Right ball towards heaven. They're going to connect onto one. On. Get away Kiko's position here. As Jing goes barely forward, able to find the headshot. Something covering fire. Cleaning up 2. Camo arriving, peeking. Finds the kill. Patman now left to his own devices. Spots out the enemy Yoru. Trying to flush him out, the Prowler. Firming presence from the other player. Tries to fake the plant, but he's just there. As Orb dropping into mid, and it's just a firing squad for Nats and Patty to take advantage of. Spike now. Dropped out here in the center. Both players full armor, as this is a heavy stack.
Player standing.
Does get the hit on the Patatek to take him low, but Nats on the creep forward. Prowler cleared. Something about the spot out. Just about everyone knows. Doesn't push in. Showstopper kept descended there. Let's get gunned down. Camo with 2.
Spike down.
Something still creeping forward. He catches Patatek completely off guard. That's it, started the rotation. He is nearby. Here's the spike getting planted. Can he do the most Nats thing ever and clutch this out? A 1v3. Well, Jing has a showstopper. Takes a peek around. Glimpse onto one as Snakebite goes bounding forward, but something can just ride the rope out to safety. Jing. Flash forward into the gate crash. Patatek headshot through the box. Taken down so very low. And there's a barrel stop onto Camo with the rocket. Finds the kill. Nat's going to be spotted. Jing not going to go for the chase. Go trying to push forward, but Nats, in all of the chaos, does manage to swing in from behind. Finds that pick. Jing gone. Forsaken ADS'd in.
What an angle.
Cleans up the Viper.
Concealment.
Player advantage now to the side of Paper X. And had you been able to find that kill on a Forsaken, had Nats not gotten taken down, feel pretty good about committing some ultimates in this to try to turn the tides of this. But instead, it's going to have to be the call to save because the economy is just not in a fantastic position. Team Liquid have to just sit back and watch as Paper Rex get up to 11.
Yeah, this is a tremendous entry here by Jing with his showstopper. Finds huge value in taking Camo out of the round. That's that dimensional drift for the retake gone. That's a bunch of flashes and other util gone. And then Jing, even though he dies for the call, some of these crossfires here, Paper X gonna try to cut through again, using that poison cloud against him.
Flash out as that does end up dropping. Something stunned up here for the moment, but no one in position to try to find the punish there. Dimensional grip in play, but teammates falling down around him. Camo having to backpedal himself out the alley safely this time around as the Nightfall's going to go across. Some decay damage found. Camo re-entering, swings in, instantaneously finds a headshot. As Forsaken gets put on the floor, we enter into a 3v3. Looks for a little bit more. The wide swing from something. Out does it. Gets the job done once again. Back off here from Patatek. Nats approaching from heaven. Patatek able to find one, but Patman challenges in for the fight. Fall not going to spot anything. All players playing up in towards heaven, as well as the vents. Wide open here for the taking. Cosmic Divide, maybe a counterfeit available. As he's going to take it down. Patatek able to go ahead and collect that one over towards screens. But not finding the reveal. Clear on the blast pack, spam through. Camo taken so very low. Just 1 HP remaining on him, but he's still managing to find 2 kills. Patman and Forsaken both going to be taken down. All falls to Jing, turns back in, finds the first. Another paint shell going to be built up, but he's looking for another weapon.
He is correct. Buy some time.
Backs away from the angle. Paranoia going to be sent, not going to catch it on to Nats, but it's going to be Demise something coming away with one. Serial back sight, finding himself 2 kills. Makes it a 2v2, but now there's going to be a pit in play. Spike picked up Forsaken. Rotates over, gets the plant, has the ult as well, to go on a scouting mission. It's Camo immediately dropping down. He's trying to fake it. He's just sprinted into back sight, and they have absolutely no idea. The retreat forward, Devi's been outdone. Patty fight Forsaken. And
for both teams, actually.
Exit, Paranoia already committed, and Patatek holding down ramps. Camo ready to pinch in from behind, goes for the strike. Divide able to find one, another at the same time. As the dust will settle, Patman alone has to clutch this out to bring this map to an end. He's got Serial, and Matt's on the opposite side. 72 HP, 1 Prowler, 1 Haunt.
He's had some clutches in Pacific. He can do it.
Toxins going up.
Plays it quiet. Back of sight here behind the screen. Double push forward out of the elbow. Swings in, is good for 1.
Info gathering mission here for himself.
Hasn't spotted anything there. Nat's able to back away fast enough. Running out of time with the A site open. Won't get punished, but also doesn't spot out anyone at all, including Kiko. Showstopper now invested as Jing's flying at him and he's dead. As it explodes erupts beneath his feet. Kiko looking for the ace, and he has it! Paper Rex reeling, but they don't have time to try to recover fully as Patatek swings in, takes down something as he forced up for the operator. Jing now gone. Both duelists dead. Here on the defense. These Liquid are going to look to try to make this a very quick OT. Double push down in towards mid. Forsaken and Device shoulder to shoulder. They're trying to clear this out, but yeah, they're just hugging back. Waiting for it with a triple stack high-low.
Just felt like Nats has a read there.
Download complete.
Paper Rex wanted to get too aggressive. You know, they were trying to fly high in some of those rounds. And off the rip here, with so many players in mid trying to create pressure, he just got the vibes. And he was ready to rock and roll. 2 players for Paper Rex left to try to do something about this 5-man stack that Team Liquid is going to bring to bear.
30 seconds left.
Right on the timing. Big crash forward, Divide.
Player standing.
Trying to rush forward, catch them off guard, but there's just too many players on the opposite side. They haven't lost anyone. Patman now would need to ace clutch. Can only take the first step. Team Liquid. More off course, but it's something dead again. This time Jing is able to answer back. A kill, finds a second. Play advantage here for Paper Rex as they look to try to extend this OT. Divide tagged up. Now Kiko's position going to be confirmed. Paint shells will find a bit of additional damage there onto the enemy Viper.
Spike planted.
Spike now planted. Paper Rex, 4v3 to try to hold this, but Kiko covering fire, finds the buy. Jing is still able to clean up one. Showstopper going to be lobbed in towards heaven, and Jing now on for an ace of his own. Serial tucked in around the corner. Trying to utilize the smoke here against him, pushes forward in case the angle's gonna be from screens, but here's the drop. Swings in, looks for it, denied. Serial now with an opportunity to try to bring this to its end, but Forsaken says no. 13-13.
This is off that early Omen smoke that was deep outside a garage. They feel like this might be the weak side, and they've read it correctly.
Something potentially at risk here. That's a gate crash that would take him out to safety. If anybody just peeked out from heaven, he'd be dead to rights, because at the moment, does not have the read on this, but now certainly does. The util starts to fly. But here comes the approach in from main, and Team Liquid are just playing around, playing these angles so beautifully. Batman gone, just Divide, Forsaken, and Jing.
Then,
3 OGs to try.
Look who's lurking.
Close this out, but yeah, and they have to know. There's not much that they can do about it here for the moment. They're thinking about the turn back, and there's the timing. That's some striking when you least expect. Divide, last one standing. Bit of damage. Just to wait out the vulnerable. A 1v2. If he can isolate, break through this opening corner here, but he's not even reading it. Patatek will take him down. Gives it away. Making a little bit more noise than Patatek. Takes out something once more. Just not been given any opportunity to really find impact in these OT rounds. Consistently dying right off the top.
It's the one player who's played against Paper X before.
Jing bounding forward, Nats.
Toxin screen down.
Waiting here, striking, swings in towards heaven. Batman faces back, does manage to find that kill, but now it's a 2v3. Must win for Paper Rex and Forsaken. Evens up the odds. Plan to now come through. Camo trying to find
Spike planted.
this enemy Omen.
Here.
Forsaken ends up getting tucked back through.
One flash left. Gotta make it a good one.
It's the only bit of util. Aside from Forsaken with 2 teleports. Liquid trying to see if Paper X get impatient here. Lob in on that flash. Not able to find anything. The smoke anticipating. Forsaken fighting one, but cannot get the other!
Plant going. Heal is there from Divide. Smoke is down. He's gonna blast pack through.
What on the top? And yeah, Batman. Huge shot to be found, but no, just barreling forward into Patatek's open arms. Eventually does end up falling. Really both connects, and Camo gets the cleanup.
It's over.
Off. Camo caught, strafing across the site. Real way of trying to play off that tripwire. In fact, the counter spam in anticipation of the peak does manage to find Serial down to 45.
Here.
Patman on this lurk. May be able to find the timing here if he cuts in towards tiles. Wall now dropping, but it's going to be Patatek who actually turns around, finds him with a Bulldog, upgrades to the Vandal. Now we'll look to try to start a flank. The rest of the team pushing forward. Paranoia going to be sent, but cleaned up as they work their way through the one-way. And it's just Kiko to try to see if he can make this a bit more costly, but he cannot. Paper X not. Another peek back in towards mid. Shock darts, Pulse going to be committed, clears out the tripwire. Camo going to be holding close at the ready. Here is Jing. Camo cannot sprint fast enough. He gets taken down. Kiko's still going to be set up here over towards Ali.
30
The
seconds
flank
left.
coming through. Patman's going to try to hound him down, and he does. Immediately, the spray in towards back sight. Fish up Patatek is here we go!
For the exit.
Here.
Boost up over the top. A Paper X classic. Something about Sage with this team. They always try to break the maps. Team Liquid going to be going for a save. Paper X, flawless fashion, will tie us up at 2-2.
Yeah, it's really important for Paper X to get a good start here on this attacker's side. Going to be very, very key to their mental stability and to the nature of the map itself.
I said flawless fashion.
Oh, hold on.
They are going on the hunt. They're coming out on top. Lose a player, but take everything out of the hands of Team Liquid. Narrow angle to try to play off of. Serial immediately having to backpedal. Paranoia goes his way. Tucked back in towards Boba, joining in alongside Nats. But now, site is opened up here for the taking. Spike coming through.
This is the pit.
They get the wall set up, yeah, here on market. And Patman, like you said, the pit going to be invested immediately. Trying to make this nigh impossible for Team Liquid. Camera frantically just sending out a dart, hoping to find a hit, but comes up shy. Fury now committed to try to flush him out. Batman, he's the first one to fall. Camo's able to find that kill. Attack on him Forsaken, forces him back, and he cannot hold his ground. That's finds that. Jing looking for a little bit more, but they're all falling to the wayside as something's the last one standing. There's the blind, there's the shot. And Team Liquid retake into the pit. Just managed to find that kill. Turn over the top there at Market. Tiny little gap to try to peek through. You will be able to slide forward onto the site. Cam still not going to be cleared. Patman on this linger here at mid. Seeing if he can intercept anybody. Kiko starting to strafe maybe into position here where the punish can be found, but it's going to be the lead-in from Camo, escorting him forward. Keeping his teammate clear on the angle. Something now having to hold down Market. Gets a timing shot. Go ahead and take out one, but falling to the wayside at the same time. Divine something to try to hold this back. Paranoia crashes across, finding the Sage. Serial swings around. Comes up with that kill and defuse, being held, and something with a some swing will be punished. Team Liquid reestablish the lead by 1.
It's getting
Paint Shell's gonna make it a little bit more difficult as they do get cleared out. He's still gonna be here at backside though. Put up some damage, but getting ping revealed to Hunter's Fury. He's just completely contained into the corner, and Jing is able to collect. They look for a little bit more. The wall gonna be raised here in their faces. Camo tries to break down one of the segments, and that forces Forsaken to not be able to push forward. Rocket doesn't find the kill, gets a good amount of damage, but Haditech still alive, still able to find some impact here.
Planted.
Spike gets planted. Paper Rex should be favored in this position. Team Liquid are going to look to try to reroute that script, but Camo and Nat swiftly are going to be dealt with here through the smokes.
No chance.
Not able to find one.
Last player standing.
Looking for a little bit more here, and we'll be able to make
He's pushing in.
stats, and yeah, he's pushing in, and now realizes that he is entrenched in a very rough spot. Snakebite to try to flush him out into the open, and it works a treat. Serial able to collect. Hard angles, the crossfire setup!
Flawless.
You know, unless they can win these early scrums, he's ahead of it.
Managed to find the opening kill. Kiko quickly backpedaling here, sets up a smoke. He's going to be paranoid, tries to close the gap a little bit so he can gain some vision, but Forsaken's still able to find the shots.
One enemy remaining.
Haditech dead on the flank.
Spike drop.
This is going to be Serial slowly making his way through, so Paper Rex looking to match aggression with aggression here. Trade back around, double face forward. Right, nearly connecting and getting transferred there, but Hatman gets the punish though. He's right here on top of him, the late lurk. He's off dividends and he manages to tuck away into the corner, keeps himself alive. Jing at the same time, off screen, going to be taken down as Nats finds that kill. Pit available now for the Viper. Forsaken. Just the second spare. Goes for the TP, but it gets canceled, and he's immediately right back into his demise. The wheels coming off a bit here, it would seem. He has the heal available, would love to get that. Oh, there it is. Okay, finally does go through.
Timing was just off. Players to already be in position.
All set up. Camo, 20 HP, pops the overdrive, but catches a stray to the skull. Suddenly into a 3v3 we go. Plan to come in, something minding the flank. Is he going to be ready for the second layer? Looks like he won't have to worry about it. Serial is going to be the one to take him out of the equation. Pulls back though. He's worried about a deep wraparound through the backside of the A site.
They don't know where Patman went.
Just sat here, playing in front of the toxic screen. It will fall.
Last player
Devi,
standing.
it's perfectly poised. Serial clipped there in the skull. Devi, it's the shock darts. Just shy of being able to find that kill. The push forward fight does end up getting him, and Jink's going to be taken down as they get the ping reveal.
Will not kill my ally.
Wall committed. Try to go ahead and get the res through. Devi on the counter spam.
I'm out of
Finds
here.
Haditech as Camo gets the spot out onto one. The Bucky here in their faces, but Devi is doing God's work right now for the team. Gets himself a third. It's just Kiko and Serial now. Arriving to try to retake. Stop Paper Rex from halving the lead at the half. Devi works lower and lower, down to 25. Rotates back around, and Serial will be noted and dealt with. Kiko with everything to do. 3 players around the corner, all of them very low, but the wide swing. Well,
Forsaken is half armor. Serial under pressure.
really aggressive. Paranoia going to be sent out. Doesn't connect onto the Cypher, but space taken here for Paper Rex.
They're gonna, Team Liquid's going to take space right back.
Yeah, already Camo arriving here at Boba, misses the timing, though they get the spot out, and as he tries to just send out the relay bolt, Forsaken at range with the classic. Manages to find the kill. Something pretty much back, Jing finding Kiko. That's able to avoid the dart, but just has one more player try to make a go of this now by himself. Defy will swoop in from the Ghost. Everybody else, though, decent amount of firepower is Forsaken. Drifting along these walls, and then Jing fills in space from behind. Slide across, something eating an immense amount of damage, but eventually he finds the headshot. They're gonna look this make the look as about as flawless as they can. Shots flying through here, but his heavy presence in mid. Numbers advantage ends up winning out. Jing dead. Weapon having recovered from Forsaken off screen. He pinches in from behind, works his way across towards Tiles, tucks into the corner, and he's out to Camo!
Remaining. Spike down mid.
No idea what hit him! Death from behind is Serial. Can barely even exit B main.
And then he TPs into the corner after getting stunned by the relay bolt. Camo, no clue until it's too late. Unbelievable.
Player standing.
He TP'd past the tripwire initially. Something's there, but not a lot he can do here.
Ball goes down, but yeah, Paranoia gonna be sent. Just has to play back. Stingers on the opposite side.
Spike planted.
Will prove deadly at this range, but TP forward. Kiko not getting the read, and Patman! He can't see him! It doesn't even matter! His mind's eye opens. Trial in. Make it look like a clown car.
That's right. That thing usually holds two.
Gotta go.
Forsaken pushing forward into the smoke once again. It goes on red. Camo able to fight back for one.
One enemy
straight here
remaining.
onto the Omen, but they are just losing on all fronts.
This is, oh, okay, Nats. Good for him to kill on the Divide. He's got Jing.
That's, you don't want to poke and prod at this.
Found so many different ways. Now let's see if he can get it done with the op. Yep, he can.
And he can. Looks for the readjust. Downward flick not going to come through. Showstopper. Jing will get sniped out of the sky by Kiko, but still is able to find a kill. 3v3 now.
Takes
Flank
flight.
getting scooped up. Drunk from something. Check into mid. Gets a spot on the Serial, but doesn't see anyone else. This deep lurk here from Kiko. Might be able to find some value as Forsaken slowly drifting back. Kiko looking to push forward, take some space.
The Paper Rex isn't really reading this. They weren't aware that there were two players tucked behind that wall, so this is going to open up the map for Team Liquid.
It's going to fall on Patman once again.
He was so good last time.
Cutting their way in to the B site. They haven't seen him. They have to suspect that he's going to be the one playing on this side of the map, trying to play around that Viper wall. Serial about to make first contact. He gets dropped. Spike now on the floor. Quick TP over into B main. Patman still going to get flushed out though. Spike has to be scooped up. Hit comes through. That's still needing to recover this, and there's only 20 seconds remaining.
Here.
Small little corner of safety within the pit to try to go for the plant. Otherwise, might have to try to just pass this over to Kiko.
So spammable.
And it is. Forsaken
10 seconds left.
reads it perfectly as something comes in off the flank.
Push out here for Paper Rex.
Just going to overwhelm Nats. Strafing through.
But instead, it's a change in direction through the door towards B. Forsaken doing a little jiggling.
We'll try to clear him out, but there's the covering fires. The Paranoia gets sent. Penny desperately trying to back away. Lobs in the paint shells. Spike gets tapped, but something swoops around from upper. Finds one. Attack fighting back for a little bit. They're just running them down, though. Paper Rex.
Guardians, a Bulldog, a Stinger, and a Sheriff. And already a kill for Patman. Looking for more. He's got two.
Yeah, entry coming through. Camo does manage to get on top of Patman to find that elimination, but it has just been a firing squad. Opened up here from Paper Rex. In the corner here is Nats. One coming in is going to be heard as the wraparound comes through there from Patman, but something in the headshot. Kiko taken down. Nats trying to fight, but cannot get it done. Judge is going to be left on the floor. Camo able to find that kill, but eats an immense amount of it down ASAP. Lion's share of the work is going to have to be on the shoulders of Penny, you would suspect, given that Camo does just have 17 health remaining. Batman making some noise. Rushing forward, back, turn, the swing, divide. Able to find one, now it's just Camo. Completely revealed out. And as he swings back in, Defy. Rush forward into the site. Saturation not gonna hit. Goes up the nose of the top. Batman, however, finds the punish before the refract can come through. Penny on the entry, does get on top of Jing. Utilizes the stinger. Second. Noise made. Clears the trip. The reface from Nats. Dealt with. Pico now pinned in. Flushed out.
You died last.
He found his timing to clear the trip and go for the kill on the Nat.
Back into the buy, and it looks like Paper Rex are going to look to up the pace. The paranoia going across the haunt reveal. The spray coming through, and Jing eventually is able to find it. 3 assists lobbed in. Team Liquid, though, still staying stacked in position. Paint shell still available. As the C's going to be lobbed in. Batman finds a headshot, and Jing finds 2. Nothing more to be done than to die. A bit of a half investment. Quick little exit. Saturate will connect. We're going to be grabbed here by Batman. It's a quick peek, and Camo dead on the floor. Tech spamming. Fish back anything that he can possibly get. Find some advantage. The Paper Rex seemingly have every read, and Jing backs away. A rare sight indeed.
He was thinking about it.
Up on top of the tree, finds one. Penny will be able to trade it out. 4v2. Just a Guardian and a Singer, and all that the Boombot confirms is yes, they are still on the other side of this smoke. The pinch getting ready to come through from behind. They try to get an angle. Nats cleans up 2. Sends that Neural Theft. Devi immediately going to be backing away.
He has already shown us a couple highlight reel clips for clutches.
It's the flash. Something slows down the approach, waiting for Devi to get a little bit closer. As Nats swings around over towards drop, checks in on that side. Nothing going to be spotted. Has the cam, but doesn't want to set it up and reveal his position. One of the greats. Never make it onto an international stage. Looking to try to get this clutch to keep his team in this series, in this map. Swings in, but something is just a little bit faster. Liquid is the showstopper, going to be sent out the blind, connecting. Rocket gets set, but Jing striking, able to find one. Penny trades it back. As we go waylay for Raze, the Nightfall going forward, gets the tag on to Devi. They're trying to flush him out, he gets the spot. Finishes off the enemy Raze. Kiko able to go ahead and push forward, taking down Forsaken at the door. Batman trying to play it slow, play it close, finds the first, nearly has him line up. Something now has arrived. Cage blocks, finds the first, makes it damn close. But Camo at the ready, going to be sending out the convergent paths. Nothing going to be spotted. How long does he want to stick around?
He's got his ult. Oh
Counter
no!
spray, finds a headshot. Something taken down. Nightfall now invested from Batman, crashes across, connecting on to multiple players. Devi will go ahead and equalize the player count, but Kiko trades it back into their favor. Jing, however, another showstopper built up, sends it, gets rewarded with 2 once more. As Tech cannot get the clutch started. Trip still online, early tag damage here. Forsaken had revealed the Odin in the previous round. He's looking to be as big of a pain in the neck as he possibly can be. He has already helped to tear them a Summoner. Something, however, going to be taken down. Camo winning the duel at range with the Sheriff. Still snappy with the shots here.
Do have the tripwire to account for this lurk. A pause. Forsaken still gets a kill.
Spammed out. Jing blastbacks over the top of it. Seems like it was heard. There's not much that they can do. They're trying to dissuade as Batman is also there.
Rex, they're down.
Well, Jing clearly not getting the memo on that entry from Camo. Forsaken does manage to find a bit of revenge. TP into the back here from Kiko, but it's not going to mean very much. Finds the first kill, but Forsaken has just already massacred the entire rest of his team.
Spikes down.
Cover going out.
Pick up the Odin, try to counter spam out, but they're more than ready for that. As Liquid can just not catch a break. From this point, Kiko would love to try to save the weapon, but has to suspect that he's going to be surrounded pretty much on all sides. We'll confirm his position. TP in the smoke, pushes out. He will get taken. Top of the door, Penny out into the open. Devi able to collect. Two players trying to stay tucked into this cyber cage, but it's not going to last very long. Flash out off the clone. Devi with another 3K. Camo, the only one left alive, and he cannot nail the target. Gap left in this one. Clear out, push forward. Camo able to find the headshot. Eats a decent amount of damage, but still comes away with the kill. Convergent paths at the ready.
I'll handle this.
Makes better of it. Waits for a little bit longer now, sends it out. Jing gonna be taken down. Dimensional drip, scouting them forward. It's gonna bounce up from Penny as Devi hits the transfer. Steel Garden, now gonna be invested, the knight falls out. Nats is able to find one, but something cleans it up. 2v2 without their weapons, as something hits the sub-swing, and Pattytech's position is known. Full HP, looking for the headshots. Spots out Devi, the flash, flying.
Paper X is just barreling in.
Tripwire caught there from the clone. Kiko finding a nice headshot, is able to take down Patman, eats a bit of damage, but that's going to be felt. Kiko still breathing, still staying alive. Jing able to find two, so they both have to go their separate ways. Turns back! Tripwire cleared, player going to be noted there, and upper Patitech going to be forced away. Jing sitting over towards door. Boombot does get some damage, but how are you meant to push into this?
Enemy remaining.
They all fall to the wayside as a bonus conversion. Looks like it is not on the cards. Team Liquid are tied to the train track, and there is no masked hero on horseback coming to save them. This Patman will rotate our shots are gonna have to be insane, but instantly the push at C is swept aside. Camo able to find one, a backstab getting ready to come through over here at B main. Penny getting the read, turns, finds it, clears it out. Showstopper value not going to be found. As the plant comes in, Jing down to 36 health. Forsaken catching a glimpse. Able to see Patty there as the shots go whizzing past.
Where are you?
Paranoia expended. Jing wrapping around the back, looking to try to get this kill. Has it cleared him, notes him now.
Remaining.
Finds a shot, another paint shell, gonna be built up. The Prowler doesn't note him somehow. This might lead Patitech to think that he reroute, but no, the Jiggle Peak does spot him out, and he will find the headshot. Jing, dead. Camo, he's swung all the way out, and he's absolutely massacred them.
Back in a flash.
He's gonna go dashing forward, he wants this ace. Devi to try to deny it away, will be able to do so, but my goodness.
Be ready for how fast he's lurking.
Let's continue to push forward, but yeah, no tripwires obviously with his setup here as Devi about to be knifes out, dead to rights. Camo finds the kill. Everybody from Liquid now getting clustered up, ready to potentially go for a flood retake as Jing's head gonna be spotted. TP up and over the top, the slide down. Jing does find one, but Penny with that paint shell, able to go ahead and trade it out. Taking good for one, Nats trading it back. Patman flushed out of drop. The spike still not planted now. Dead at drop. This is again at the ready. Sends it. We'll see that this is completely opened up here for the moment. Early Paranoia going to be sent there from Kiko. Not really going to dissuade too much. Zioru is able to clear things for them. Heading up over the top. Patitech on the Jiggle Peak, the spray. Not quite connecting. Showstopper getting 7. Jing immediately shut down. Penny on top of the box. Finds both Forsaken and Jing.
Portal closed.
Wheels continuing to come off here. As Patman is only able to find one before getting taken down. It's all on Devi. Too many targets. All lined up, all pushing forward. Looking to try to hunt him down. Finds the first. Can they allow him to divide and conquer the defeat? Patman dead off the rip. Door being watched. Tap at the spike. Repivot into the B side, but players very much nearby. Jing trying to close the gap. Paranoia, however, is a little bit too late. Ends up getting taken down. Penny here around the corner. Spots him, and something's just dead. He's just standing there, offering himself up, and Penny says, yes, thank you very much. Once again to try to see if he can get it done.
He's going to need Patman to come up huge with that util again.
Can't believe how this has gotten away from them. Nightfall across, able to find two. TP into the corner here from Forsaken. Does manage to complete the ultimate safely. Follows the trail, looks for Nats, is able to flush him out. Feels like the first advantage that PRX has been able to find for themselves in quite some time. Sees nade combo gonna be sent. Prevents the plant from coming through. They still have not gotten this spike down, and something ends up getting picked off.
Here.
Came out good for the kill. The haunt cleared out as Forsaken turns. He gets distracted and picked apart. Some shots in, a tag out. Camo still alive, still standing, still fighting. Team Liquid.
Team Liquid being very cautious.
That's inching forward and immediately finding the headshot. Saturation not going to connect there on the Jing as he's able to trade one back. Camo going to be dead. Nats does get taken to 35. Thorns immediately popped. The wall still here on the C site. A double entry across this one, and Patty wins the duel against Avai. Blind out something. Managing to find two quick kills as Penny and Kiko both going to be taken down. Forsaken arriving with the Yodin.
Last player standing.
Is now going to be playing all alone. Nightfall at the ready. As he will have his suspicions confirmed. Forsaken has repositioned.
Planted.
But to where?
It's a guessing game. He's just rapping all the way through. He knows he can come back and play this angle.
No smoke for 15 seconds, but a safe defuse spot here for Forsaken. Drifts out, shot, flying, how to take down the 10. Goes for the fight. Tripwire, a re-wrap here from Patman to join in with the rest of the team who are committing into the A site.
Rip and tear.
Camo backing away, Thorn set up at the base of the stairs.
Spike planted.
Paper Rex. Does it all end here? Or does Team Liquid take us the distance and then some? Everyone in position, drop down into the site. Some spam across, takes them low. 97 HP between Patatek and Camo. If something holds back here. The paint shells buy some time. The push is coming in. Forsaken collecting two. Divide finding another. Nats has fallen, and it's all on Kiko's shoulders. The 1v3 not to be found.
Attackers.
Close but no cigar. Paper Rex nearly drowned in the Pacific tides, but they keep their heads above the water. And Liquid cannot stay afloat. Paper Rex are going